Good morning. The final live. Tiny bit late as we've got all the way through January with barely any technical difficulties, and then I literally went to hit live and it had like deleted everything this morning, and I was like, no, we've come so far. Hi everyone. Morning. I can't quite believe we did it. 31 days every single day. It has, I know January feels this way anyway, but it has felt like the longest month, right? We have done it 10 minutes, sometimes 15, 16 minutes of yoga every single day throughout January. So as we've done it, I just wanted to use today as more of a flowy one. I've done a little bit of a modified sun salutation B practice. Just thought it's nice to like end it on quite a like energizing one that might be a bit more challenging, but with some nice modifications for everybody. But yeah, just use, I guess, I haven't really themed any of these classes, but I feel like just like use today to reflect. Like, I know I always say like observe and notice, but just reflect. Like, I've really reflected on the fact that I've managed to do 31 days every day and rock up live for anybody to join. That's a big deal for me. Like, but you guys have, by and large, most of you, I know Sal, you've been here every single day. A lot of you have been here most of it. I would say like 95% of this. So reflect on that. That's huge. Showing up for yourself and doing something different, putting yourself out of your comfort zone is huge. So let's get stuck in. We're going to begin seated. And I can continue my monologue whilst we're seated. So just finding your own comfortable seat, or maybe lying down. Just finding a good spot for you to come into some stillness. And like I just said, for the duration of these sort of 10 or so minutes, just keep coming back to that word reflect. We've come so far from day one to the point where today we've got a lovely flowy sequence for you that hopefully you feel like you embrace in a way that you didn't necessarily at the beginning of the month. Just notice how you feel this morning. Are you proud of yourself? Excited? Energized? Sad? I'm a little sad. Just notice and start to bring that awareness into your breath. And whenever it feels right for you to do so, maybe just lengthening the inhales and exhales. Maybe inviting the breath in through the nose. Reflecting on that connection we've built, that inner connection to the breath. There when you need it most, in the toughest of maybe poses in our physical practice, but maybe you've started noticing that you're using it in everyday life. Keeping hold of the breath, but blinking the eyes open if they're closed. We're just going to come to all fours. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hip points. Let's find some nice gentle cat-cows this morning. Inhale as you drop the belly and gaze up. Exhale as you press through the mat, arching through the back. Maybe chin comes to the chest. Inhaling, dropping the belly, and just finding any gentle movement that feels good for you here. taking the movement in line with your own breath. And as you're ready, we'll meet in that neutral spine position here. We're going to make our way to the top of the mat, so remembering that can be coming up onto the knees and taking that kind of low lunge all the way to the top. Or if you'd like to, you can tuck those back toes, press into the hands, push the heels down towards the mat, send the hips high for a downward facing dog. Bending deeply through each leg as you come to stand at the top of the mat. And let everything hang really heavy in that ragdoll pose. You can find stillness or maybe a gentle sway. Maybe taking hold of opposite elbow with opposite hand. Nice deep bend in the knees. And as you're ready, we're just going to begin to roll all the way up to standing. Keeping the chin tucked into the chest so the head lifts last. Meeting in mountain pose, maybe taking a couple of shoulder rolls. Finding Tadasana with the palms facing forwards. Really standing up nice and strong, feeling like you're engaging the quads, lifting the kneecaps as you press into the ground. Really nice, everyone. As you inhale, send the arms forward, sit back, find chair pose, weight goes into the heels. And as you exhale, let's send it forwards into forward fold. Nice deep bend in the knees. Inhale into halfway lift, nice flat back, gazing down at the mat, tucking the elbows in. And as you exhale, planting the hands down on the mat, let's step the right knee back first, followed by the left knee, finding all fours. Bending at the elbows to come all the way down, flat on the belly. We're going to inhale through upward facing dog, so hands, you can spider through the hands, bringing them underneath the shoulders, pressing into the tops of the feet. As you inhale, open through the chest, finding the back bend of your desired height, and then as you exhale, bringing everything back down. Tuck the back toes as you press yourself up into that all fours position again, just recalibrating with the hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. And then we're just going to come to sit up on the knees. And usually in Sun Salutation B, we would find downward facing dog and a warrior one, but we're going to find all fours and low lunge. So bring the right foot forwards in front of you. As always, adjust your stance as you feel necessary. And as you inhale, bring the hands up overhead. Let the hands touch in prayer and bring them through the centre. And then let's just take a gentle twist. So bring that right elbow round towards the right side. Maybe just turning towards the right. Not cranking ourselves round at all. And then as you inhale, coming back through centre, we're just going to take our hands back down to the mat. Frame that front right foot as you bring the right knee to meet the left in that tabletop position. We're going to lower down again, finding our modified vinyasa. So coming to lie down on the front, bending through the arms, spider through the fingers, hands under the shoulders. Press into the tops of the feet. Inhale, open through the chest, find that back bend, maybe gazing up. Exhale, bringing everything back down onto the mat. Inhale, tuck the toes. You're going to find that tabletop position again. Recalibrating, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hip points. Coming back up onto the knees, take it to the other side. So left knee comes forwards, finding the stance that works best for you here. Inhale as we send the arms up overhead. Nice and long through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, bringing the palms together through heart center, keeping them in that chest space. We're just going to twist to the other side now. So bringing that right elbow out around the side of the left knee. Trying not to Let that left knee collapse over towards the right. Try to maintain some integrity there. Inhale nice and long through the spine. And as you exhale, bringing it all the way back into center. We're going to frame the front foot with the hands coming back into that all fours position. This time, we are all going to take, because it's the last one, tuck the toes and we're going to find downward facing dog. So really pressing the heels down into the mat. Press through the hands, spider through the fingers, distribute the weight. Press the heels down into the mat. Bend the knees as much as you need. Gazing in between the toes. Pressing the hips up towards the sky, engaging through your core. And then we're slowly going to walk to the top of the mat. Baby steps to the top. Meeting in that forward fold position. Nice deep bend in the knees. And then as we inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Really deep inhale, gazing towards the thumbs. Exhale, send the arms out wide to the sides. And as you do so, we're going to begin to heel toe the feet out wider. And use your hands to guide you down. We're going to find that yogi squat again. So you can see you can be bending forwards, using your hands to help you here. I'll just turn so you can see me. You can be up on the heels. You can find some gentle movement here as you work into that squat position. Or if you prefer to find stillness, you can bring those hands into heart center and use your elbows to push out your knees. Thinking about pulling yourself up nice and long through that crown of the head. Really nice, everyone. And when you're ready, we're just going to drop it down into a seat. Finding your own version. We're going to take a final twist here. So as you inhale, let's take the arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, let's bring the right hand to the side or behind you, left hand onto the knee. Inhale nice and long. Exhale, twist towards the right. Inhale nice and long through the spine. Exhale, finding the twist. Inhale, coming back through center, arms up overhead. And we'll take it to the other side. So as you exhale, left hand comes out to the side or behind you. Right hand comes onto left knee. Inhale nice and long through the spine to prepare. And then exhale, twist it towards the left. Really nice, everyone. Inhale, coming back through center, bring the arms up overhead, maybe gazing up at the thumbs. And as you exhale, bringing the hands all the way back down by your sides. And let's just pick somewhere to find stillness, so you can stay in your seat if you like, just finding somewhere to rest the hands. Or if you prefer a nice Shavasana, lying down resting pose, absolutely find that too. Closing down the eyes. And just allow your breath to return. If you're lying down, begin to let everything grow really heavy. If you're in a seat, maybe sitting up nice and tall, rolling the shoulders back. And just acknowledge 31 days of showing up for yourself. Observe how that feels. Reflect on what comes up. Look back at day one. And appreciate that. Appreciate you for showing up for yourself. I appreciate all of you for showing up for me. and just think about some of those things that you can maybe take into your daily life off the yoga mat. And if you have a little extra time, maybe just taking a few more minutes this morning just to let it all sink in. I will leave you there and leave the rest of that up to you. It would be silly of me to end 31 days without saying to you there's plenty of ways to continue practicing. Obviously, I'm still going to do yoga live every single morning throughout February. I am just switching on over to TikTok just to see what platform works best. You can join us on Hoodoo Collective. As a member, it's only £5 a month. You get these kinds of practices on there. You get longer practices, more variety of practices, and a longer live practice every single Sunday. And also I upload all of these videos, including all of the ones I'll do through February, onto our YouTube channel. So you will still be able to practice every single morning and keep your habit going. Thank you so much, guys. It's been amazing for your commitment, but also just I really hope that you reflect on that for yourselves. So yeah, thank you so much. Hopefully see some of you tomorrow over on TikTok. But yeah, have the best day.